Okay, we're nearing the end of the hour. IB, E for eminywizard.com and marketwizard.com, reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. It is the 6th of March, 2019. Okay, we're looking at a couple of important charts. We've had a solid run this morning throughout IB, a really nice reversal from the rain line on the 15-minute Globex chart, and from that resistance we had shown at 93 as a potential resistance. That is held, and we're testing yesterday's low and a tad below it. There's a dicey area, really. This chart is showing the range from the reaction low to the reaction high, and we're in the middle of that right now, the pipe, as it were. 79 and a quarter, back up to the 87 and a quarter. And because it's nearing the end of the hour, I think traders that are short side should really make sure you're paid, especially coming down into this 82 to 81 area. You know, you'll want to be careful of these minor lows. We said this 80 and a half might be a aggressive support. So you want to get paid by aggressive support, right? This is what we talked about pre-market. And then we said use 78, 79 as your support, and 80 and a half was the aggressive. So that has worked and now being tested. So anytime you get that kind of a reaction, come back to test it. So lower low, yes. We've been making lower highs, lower lows. But you want to bring your stops down at the very least. And the expectation is IB is just about over. And if you've had a great trade, you can move stops down if you choose to, and then don't try to make 1 or 2 more points and give back 5 or 6. That's my point. 78, 75 to 79 and a quarter potential next targets. And we'd showed a chart earlier that was suggesting 80 and a half might be a key area. So stops down, and we don't have an angel yet. Not encouraging you to buy without an angel today. Okay, and here's our 79 test, and coming back to the box, we said, let's take a look at 1 above and 1 below. And here we are, right near this 1 below area. So we want to keep that in perspective. This is what we had talked about earlier today. Timing trade, make sure you're paid. And as you can see, there are some traders who just use one chart. I like a number of different charts because each one tells a story. And I can look at those charts and get my mind around the information on that chart without having all this information on it too to confuse me, or this information to confuse me. I can look at each separate idea. It's like having, on a chart like this, 5 different children, and each one of them has their own personality. And Johnny is telling me how he's feeling, and Mary's telling me how she's feeling, and Bobby is saying, take a look at me, Dad. And Judy is saying, hey, what about me? Come on, you forgot about me. I'm one of your oldest children. And then little Peter is saying, you know what? How about me? Pay attention to me. So all of them get my attention, but I have to divide my attention through all those children. And that's the way I like to analyze markets, because it allows me to think clearly and say, what am I missing? What about this? But I don't want this to be my only reference, because any one of these can lie. Any one of these charts can lie. And that's the point of having a number of jurors. That's why we use multiple systems within our system to say what will give me an edge. And I want to pay attention to a number of these things. No one is more important than another. They're all important. And I take each one separately. Juror number 1, what are you telling me? Juror number 2, what are you telling me? Juror number 3, what are you telling me? I don't want a judge to wake up one day, had an argument with his wife, and I'm on trial, and he's telling me, okay, I got some bad news for you. I want 12 jurors because the effect of any one of them is going to get minimized. I want the consensus. Bingo. Clean and neat. 79.25 target. 78.75 target. 78.63 target support. 79.31 target. Over here, I don't see it. I'm not quite clear how to read this. I'm still a newbie at this, but I'm looking here with things that I understand. Anybody that's got themselves into the 79s to 78 zone paid for sure. I hope that helps. And this is what we talked about pre-market, that this would be our next support zone. And you could see just how helpful this was once we stalled. 1, 2, 3. This bar lied. This is a 15-minute bar. I call that a spin bar. That lied. Like Pinocchio spinning a tail because it was a white saying, I'm in control. But actually, no, your low got taken out. So you lied. And we're going to have that all the time. That happens. But you pay attention to these ideas. You can't get up above 86, 87, where the day opened. Okay, must be coming back to test support. This represents a big idea here. 75 and a half. Okay, that would be this target down here. And 76 is a potential next target if we break 78s. And I like to make sure you are paid ahead of 75. Market has spoken. Don't fight the market. Let the market tell us what it wants to do. Target right here at 76. This target over here says 75. I like to make sure paid by 76, 75. Anybody that is short side stops down. You're working a trailer, that's all. Payday coming up. We're just letting the market help tell us where it wants to go. Bingo, 76 payday. Now this video will be a little bit long because I want this for continuity. but it will be helpful for those that weren't here today that want to review it and see the information we're looking at. Great trade if you got it. And note, we were just above this line, this 91 line, just above. So an equal and opposite reaction would possibly be just below it. And we are testing support clearly. We can go to any day low today, but I like these targets here, paid by 75. And then if you got a runner and you're willing to risk it, fine. Next big support idea, retest 72s. 72 to 74. We've come a long way without any bleed back. I like paid for sure by 76 to 75. Anybody wants to try a buy, up to you, but I'd say you have to use 72 as support if you're going to try a buy. And that's only for a profit-taking buy. All right. Hope you had a good run there.